Hey Libra, I'm Leona Nicole Black, and this is your general tarot reading for June 2019. This applies to Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you have Mars in Libra. Okay, this message is for you. So I just want to give you a couple of notices before I look at, well, I've seen your cards, before I talk to you about your cards. I have been saying in my other readings that I have very limited availability for personal readings. I think I'm actually completely sold out in video calls and maybe entirely sold out in MP3 readings as well. We thank you, Spirit. Thank you, community, for wanting to connect with me. So, if you listen to this reading and you do want to get some guidance and you want to connect, check back for MP3 readings at the end of the month. So, 2 weeks' time is when I will open up some more availability. And also, I have my AStROMIXER on June 21st. It's summer solstice, it's first day of Cancer season. It's an astrology games night for soulful, self aware adults. You are so welcome to come. Please attend. We're almost at capacity for that games night as well. So don't hesitate too long, but I would love to have you there. And it looks like you're in a good space actually to come out and be sociable. So let's look at your cards. A lot of air sign cards here, a lot of swords. Not necessarily negative. You are an air sign, so it's kind of good to see you in your element. You have, starting out of the gate, the Knight of Swords here. Sorry, I was looking for crystal. Knight of Swords here and the Page of Swords. It's in reverse because this has already happened. So this energy has already hit you. You've already gone through this process. A novice and intermediate level, maybe with the Knight of Swords. More than likely, Libra, the novice is you, in the sense that how these two energies are, you've parted your ways with somebody very necessarily, or a situation, doesn't have to be a person. Really, the energy is a little bit more like this, as in you were having conflict with someone in which maybe you aren't as skilled at the energy of conflict. Honestly, I've been talking about conflict all month long. That's I'm really tired about talking about this conflict. We're all going through conflict. You have also been having to go through this, but we know that you are one of the more conflict avoidant signs. And so you might have felt out of your depth a little bit, or like the person that you were talking to had a bit more anger, aggression, rage, sharper words than you. So you can do it, but you're not comfortable doing it. Is this kind of energy here? But it's happened, it was in the past, so you've done it. It's like you've gone through it, you've parted ways, you've split, you've left a situation, you've ended a contract, whatever it is you've done now. And it was clarified with the Ten of Swords. So it was really something that couldn't go any further, and it was something that was causing you pain. Now, it doesn't have to be emotional pain here. This can be mental pain, stress, agony, whatever it is on a mental level. You know, it is Swords card here, so for you this would have been something that was actually a form of mental torment. So it could pertain to a relationship, but it could just as equally be family or business, work related stuff. So you needed to end this because really it was just a hell of your own making. If you look at the fire, right? It was like you were living through a hell. And even if it wasn't of your own making, let me be compassionate to you, the key was there for you to get out, and it just required you to go through that. You've done that, which is good. And the next card is the King of Cups, right bang in the middle of the reading as well. I clarified it with the Queen of Swords, which is you. So it's very clear to me that you are this King of Cups here. This is you actually coming to safer emotional ground now that you've gone through this particular conflict. This is you retaining your emotional energy for yourself, retaining your currency, your emotional currency for yourself here. This is you also finding emotional equilibrium, so it might also require a bit of a recovery period if you have kind of come out of something a little bit difficult. And this is you finding and giving yourself the stability to re-up emotionally, rebuild. You do have the card next, which is the Queen of Swords, which is your card, but in reverse. And you also have the Eight of Pentacles, but also in reverse. The message, I clarified it with two cards. I'll show it to you, and let's see if I can be clear about the message itself, because you get two major arcana. It's really beautiful, which is showing up about, this really depicts in how you are in the world right now. So you get the Wheel of Fortune and the Lust card here. It's saying that it's time for you to really shift out. There's a reason that you've shown up as the King of Cups and not the Queen of Swords. There's a reason that you're Queen of Swords in reverse, and it's because it's time for you to come out of your more dominant way of being, so out of your comfort zone in terms of how you express yourself. And you've got this kind of water sign and fire sign energy here, so the Strength card being, or Lust card being, Leo. And it's time for you actually to start getting out and expressing yourself. It's time for you to take the energy that you've withdrawn from others or other situations and reapply it to something else in your life, something that can grow. And with the Eight of Pentacles clarified with the Ten with Wheel of Fortune, the message I heard was watch what God will do, because the message is that you don't have to struggle, Libra, and you don't have to like work incessantly, put all the hours and make this thing happen for yourself. The message is that as you make the internal changes, as you shift your mind, we're going to talk about your mind in a minute, but as you make mental and emotional and spiritual shifts internally, you will be in alignment. You will be in the right place to receive this will turn, the blessings that are coming in. So it's very much like opportunities, just like things that might feel fated. Things are just like good things coming to you, which are orchestrated by God. So really, it's okay for you to kind of rest within yourself and within your own energy right now. You also got Nine of Swords in reverse and the Magician card here. So I'm glad this is in reverse, because this is like stress, anxiety, worry, ruminations, mental entrapment. Again, by the way you're thinking about things, not knowing how to compute your path forward. All of this is finished for you if you allow it to be. It can be finished for you, Libra, because you've got the Magician card. This is fire. Not fire as in the element. I mean fire as in I'm happy for you, as in this is Gemini energy. The Magician represents higher mind as well, right? So not just the logical mind, but the spiritualized mind. And the cards that clarified this were, I let it stay in reverse because it came up in reverse, disappointment in reverse, and the Hermit card here. So the message for you, Libra, is that you can now relinquish and release the disappointment and the sadness and the sorrow that was keeping you here. And it's time for you to make some manifestations now. It's time for you to use your mental clarity to create things in your life that are based on your spiritual or internal truths, right? Things that are the manifestation of the lessons that you've gone on, because this older person has gone on a journey to wisdom, to gain understanding. And so it's okay now for you to make your life match what the wisdom that you've gone on through the painful journey that you've been through, because I can see it's been full of pain. Now you also have the Four of Swords in reverse, and I loved it in reverse for you because immediately the word I felt was peace. And there is this kind of, it was clarified with the pregnancy card. I love this card. The Princess of Discs here, she's pregnant in this deck. Look at the belly. The message that Spirit gave was the way that a lot of the processes that are to do with growing a baby or becoming a mother are automatic, that they happen without your involvement, right? The body, the cells break down, the cells divide, they grow, all happens. And with this, the mental card here in reverse, it's like, let now your mental processing be automatic. Let the clarity and the peace and the truth and the wisdom that you've gained sink so deeply into you, sit so deeply in you, Libra, that it becomes the automatic. It becomes what is your unconscious programming in such a positive way that it supports this, that what you create is in such alignment, is such a clear reflection of your internal wisdom. We're at almost 9 minutes and I'm nearly finished, but I don't think I'm not gonna rush. Instagram caps me at 10 minutes. So Libra, there's a part 2. Look out for part 2. If you're watching on YouTube, it will be all in one. Okay. So you get the Four of Pentacles with the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands in reverse here. 3 cards, interesting. So the message firstly, with the Four of Pentacles, there was a slight energy of like fear-based, grabalicious attachment, a little bit. So the message for you here is to keep hold, maintain, protect, and yeah, it's really an energy of like positive protection over your energy though. I know it's a Pentacles card, but it's asking you not to be guarded over your finances in this way. If you grip your finances like this, it's an energy of poverty and scarcity, and you will make the positive flow of abundance seize up because you're gripping it as like nothing more's coming. Okay, so you don't want to do that with your financial energy, but you with your currency, your spiritual energy, your ashe, your water, your emotions, right? Energy and motion. That's where you want to be positively guarded, not defensive, but positively guarded in the way that the King of Cups is, right? He has healthy boundaries here. He's open and expressive, but he's got a very strong kind of wall of you don't come beyond this. Some of my one of my clients was laughing because in Divine Lovers School I did a video class, and I was in the garden, so many birds were coming, just participating in the energy of the reading. And I'd said to a beautiful little robin, like, hey, my boundary is the table. Okay, like I love that you're here, I love that you're participating in this reading with me, but okay, no closer. And the birds legit listen. And so it's that kind of energy, like knowing that what you prize, these pentacles, what you prize most is your energy, and that's what you need to learn, Libra. It's where you're investing your actual self. It's not even about necessarily your time or thinking about your money or anything else. You need to think about what you are, who you are, and how you literally spend yourself, and you need to be more guarded around that. You got that clarified with the Leo card here, Prince of Wands. So more confirmation that it's time for you to be outward, expressive, showing yourself. Also joining communities, Libra. With Leo energy, Leo represents, you know, in terms of a lion's pride, right? Finding your family. And that's why Leo's and Cancer are so similar. But anyway, you need to start connecting with your soul fam, you know, start connecting with the right people, the people that are going to make you feel seen and heard and held, and are going to really respect the boundaries that you're establishing for yourself. And of course, Three of Cups is saying that, okay, this is community, this is fellowship, this is like hanging with your friends, this is a little turn up, this is, you know, having good times, and socializing. Because Eight of Pentacles, as you do this, it's going to give space for your self-worth to grow, because you do represent the mirror, Libra. So you learn through the mirroring of relationships, not just sexual relationships. All relationships around you are mirrors. They teach you, you learn that way. And so if you can partner with the right communities, if you can partner with the right people, they will reflect back to you like a clear mirror, your ultimate worth. Now, you're not deriving your worth from them. It's not that they have to give it to you. They are just going to show you. So, you know, it's like you see your friend, right? And they look great, and you're like, baby, you look amazing. Like, it's just that. So you can be like, yeah, it's true, I do. Like, it's small things like that. That work you did was really wonderful. This is a skill that I see in you. You should definitely do that. Hey, I'd like to spend some time with you. I find you, you know, so encouraging. I love the perspective that you give. That's what you deserve to be around, because it's cultivating. This card is about seeds and plants and growing. So it's not that they give you the seed. It's not that they are the plant itself. They are just the environment that cultivates that blossoming within that you really deserve to start experiencing. And then your last card is the Three of Wands in reverse, and the message here for you is to not start lingering now and looking at the past. The past is done, Libra. Whatever it is that you went through that pertained to this kind of energy here is finished. And you might think that you want to look at it and analyze it and think it over, and no, you don't need to. You know, the more that you ruminate and think on that, is the more that you train your nervous system, your energy to be experiencing that, and to invite more of that energy in. It's finished. As I said, use the lessons you've learned to project a new reality, new experiences in your life. So you can focus on your lessons. You can be like, gosh, I've really grown in self-worth. Gosh, I really understand that it's important for me to make time for myself. Gosh, I really understand that it's important for me to communicate honestly and show my truth. That's very different from saying, gosh, it was so awful when that person broke my heart. It was so awful when that person did one over on me and stole money from me in business. Oh, it was no, that's not what you're doing. Instead, it's like, oh, I really recognize that it's important for me to keep on top of my finances. totally different energy. And that's what's going to help you move forward. So Libra loves, that's your reading. As I said, NicoleBlack.com/shop if you would like to get a reading with me. If everything is sold out, and I expect that, I think it is, I checked this morning, then check back at the end of the month, and I'll reopen some slots. And please, I would love to see you at the AStROMIXER. We have so much fun, we really do. You are ultra welcome. Take care, my loves.